What's up, everyone? This is AlDestroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5 Royal. Last time, we went through the Twilight Corridor, went through some color-coded puzzles, and got the final will seed of the game. We are nearing the end of Maruki's palace, and there isn't really a whole lot left for us that's standing between us and the treasure. In this episode, we are hopefully going to be able to reach the treasure today. Well, hopefully not. Hopefully. More like, we'll definitely reach the treasure today. But just like the last couple of episodes, and pretty much this entire trek through the metaverse, we've got some stuff in the Velvet Room to do. So excuse me while I make some more weapons for everyone. Okay, so I know we tried making this one before. Let's try it again. We're gonna make the Tyrant Pistol EX and get Joker's best gun. First one is at least guaranteed a success. So in terms of strengthening, I'm going to take a little bit of a gamble and see if we can't try to strengthen Izanagi no Okami Bakaro. Good. Alright, that one worked. I used the Crystal Skull for that, by the way. And I only got 2 level ups. Wow. Maybe I should just stick with Orichalcum. He does get Debilitate, though. I guess I don't really need Victory Cry, to be honest. And while I do have items for Debilitate, I'm good with everything. I really don't need Victory Cry. And next is Enduring Soul, which also isn't really the best. But, it's there. Don't need Maragidine, and that's it. Okay, so for our next gun, we are going to try to get On's best gun, which is from Odin, and gets us Gungnir. So Gungnir, compared to Wild Hunt, still has a medium chance of despair, has 20 more attack, that's pretty much it. Compared to her other weapon, it has quite a bit more attack power, and, you know, that accuracy can be very easily mitigated through EY. So hopefully this works. Good. I'm not gonna risk doing another one. So that gets us Gungnir, and that gets us another one of the best guns in the game. Okay, that's weird. Lavenza definitely said that the next thing would be risky, and yet it still worked. Weird. I mean, I did use Orichalcum. Don't need that. Don't need Pantere. Gonna try to get another Persona and try to strengthen Raoul. And by that, I mean another Orichalcum. Because I have way too much money. Yeah, definitely wasn't going to risk that trap with the items again. I still need Raoul to get a lot more stat buffs. So, he got 1 strength, 2 magic, an agility, and a luck. I mean, things are going pretty well for Raoul, but I still need quite a lot more effort put in. Oh well, I've still got some more weapons to make. So with some brand new weapons in hand, we can continue onward. So first, let's look at the door.
Come on.
Joker-senpai.
I don't know. The day the sky turned red sounds a lot more ominous than just a sunset. But thankfully, we do have a door right here. Another one of these abandoned rooms.
Somewhere.
Actually, I swear, I feel like that there should be more of the notes that we've seen throughout, but whatever. Not really super important.
So, what brings you back here after all these years?
That's a comprehensive study on the research you tried to shut down all these years ago.
I know how to read. What I meant was, why are you bringing this to me now?
Oh, this is just a quick visit out of spite. I wanted to show you in person that I found the concrete evidence you had discontinued my research over.
So it appears. I'll admit you've impressed me on that point at least. But such praise does nothing now. All this discussion is in the past. Why can't you just let it stay there and move on?
No can do, Professor. Cognitive science has made too great an impact on this world to be abandoned like that.
What are you saying?
The psychotic breakdown incidents. The sudden changes of heart in adults that the Phantom Thieves claim to make. I'm nearly willing to call these events concrete evidence of cognitive science in action. How about you? And the one person pulling the strings in the background of this. Congressman Masayoshi Shido. He seems to be confessing to all sorts of crimes now that the Phantom Thieves have changed his heart. Years ago, Shido took notice of my research, stole it away from me, and made others develop it for his own gain. Not only that, he used cognitive science somehow to induce the politically motivated psychotic breakdowns. Now, you're heavily involved in that series of events, aren't you?
What are you planning on doing with me?
Oh, nothing at all. As I said before, I only came here out of spite. That paper, my work, is going to change the world.
Change the world? And where's the money for that? Where's the power to do it? You're no Shido. What can someone like you actually do?
That paper there is just the first step. I've learned how to change the cognition of not just an individual, but all of humanity. And I will do it, no matter how long it takes.
Gah! Enough of this dribble. Get out of my office and don't show your face here again, hear me?
What is this?
What's your problem now?
Huh? You don't see this? The sky just...
The time has come.
This voice... Ah!
The time is finally at hand. I am the other you. dwelling in the realm of mankind's hearts.
The other me? Wait, the realm of mankind's hearts? Are you telling me that this realm is...
You may have no knowledge of it, but I have been at your side for much longer than our current meeting. Finally, your reality and the sea of hearts from which I came have truly become one in this moment. Now, the time for your unjustly persecuted ideology is at hand. I am thou. Thou art I.
That's it. I finally get it. To think it'd be so...
Hey, what are you mumbling about? I told you to get out!
Yes. I'll be on my way. Finally. Now I can finally...
Shido.
To think he was the one who stymied Dr. Maruki's research.
You know, I've been wondering ever since we saw the earlier video. Do you think there was some kind of connection between my mom's cognitive science research and Dr. Maruki's?
After he crushed Maruki's chance at researching the field, he had his own pawns do it for him instead. Although I doubt Shido's researchers knew anything about the subject in the way Maruki did. That sounds exactly like the kind of plan that man would scheme up.
That bastard! Wait, now's not the time to get pissed about that.
There's another thing about that video nobody's mentioned yet. That being that appeared near the end was most likely Maruki's persona.
The sky did turn red like that. I wonder if that was the day we fought against the God of Control.
Lady Lavenza did tell us that reality and mementos were merged together during that time. As you've all seen for yourselves, a full awakening to a persona can't happen unless you're within the metaverse. That would mean Maruki really did awaken to his persona in that video.
And at the same time, he attained the ability to meddle with mementos, the cognition of the masses. So it is just as Lavenza had told us.
The sheer number of coincidences necessary for this to happen is just...
At any rate, now we have a better grasp of past events. I'm fairly certain that was a memory Maruki wouldn't want us to have seen either.
Well, even though it's a lot more context, this doesn't change anything. All we can do now is advance and try to find the treasure.
Yeah. We don't have the time for these questions anyhow. Let's go.
So of course Shido would be involved if it had anything to do with cognitive science. The reason that Maruki lost his research to begin with was 100% the fault of Shido. Had nothing to do with needing any sort of funding or results. It's just that Shido wanted to have a monopoly on all of the research, all possible avenues of cognitive science. So he alone would have access to it. That's why Maruki got shut down in the first place. And through his interactions with us, he managed to basically finish it. And on the day that Yaldabaoth basically merged reality with mementos, Maruki awakened to his persona. And with the power of that persona, was able to further expand his power of actualization. So that's a pretty nice summary of everything that's happened up to this point. But we still need to stop him. So what happened to Maruki the day the sky turned red? his persona fully awakened. It's rather interesting that even without a full awakening, he still had some level of control when it came to his persona. Considering the power of actualization seems to stem from his persona. But it's not like that's unheard of. I mean, after all, we heard and even briefly saw Arsene before our own awakening. And if you're talking about full awakenings being stymied in some way, these two are pretty clear examples that you can still have some level of control even without a full awakening of a persona. So, not unheard of, at any rate. That's not what I wanted the camera to focus on. But we have one final enemy to go up against. And you know, I think this team is probably about as good as any. I would like to at least see Panther's new gun. So we'll replace Noir.
Joker!
We're ready.
Yes.
So we have the final obstacle in our way. The last shadow that we have to take down. Even though the name's right there, he is called the Dragon Slaying Genius, Siegfried. Siegfried resists gun and ice and Null's physical, and knows the skills Brave Blade, Mataru Kanja, Charge, Vorpal Blade, Concentrate, Wild Thunder, Mazildine, and Elect Break.
It's time.
I'm just gonna stick with Izanagi no Okami, though I'm not gonna use Myric Truths. Instead, I'm just gonna stick with Zeodyne. That seems to be pretty decent.
Strong and immune to physical
Actually, yeah. Works out just well.
I'll break them.
And then, Aegeon.
And Panther dodges with grace.
Okay, well, now he has his attack back up. And Panther's gun, ooh, has despair-looking bullets. I've never actually seen that before. And that's what her gun looks like now. So this isn't going to deal a lot of damage, but it's still okay.
Super move. Ultra charge.
Oh, he's screwed now. I mean, that would be the easy way out, but let's give him a fighting chance.
You're mine.
That's still a lot of damage.
Victory is ours.
And this is still doing a very good amount of damage to him. Ooh. Okay, now we switch from physical moves to magic. Okay, well. Still really good. And I've got my own gun! Look at how fancy my new gun is! And how evil looking it is. Oh, that's right. I completely forgot that I personally have piercing damage. Piercing damage isn't a common thing in Persona.
I'm getting a warm, tingly feeling from all this power.
So it's kind of rare when it does actually give you something that pierces. Anyway, enough of that. Showtime!
No more games. Weaklings like you. That's disappointing.
Down goes the final mini-boss of Maruki's Palace. Along with some level ups.
Yes!
Alright, so all we have to do is head up.
What the?
This is...
This appears to be quite the paradise. I assume Maruki's trying to convey that the world will turn into something like this if we allow him to abuse his research.
A paradise.
Wait, but this is a dead end, right? And we still haven't found the treasure.
Look again.
The shimmery thing?
No doubt about it. That's our treasure.
That also means we've secured our route.
All right, all we got left is send in the calling card. Oh wait, how are we supposed to do that this time?
That's right. Dr. Maruki's been here in the palace this entire time, hasn't he?
I'm sure Maruki's well aware that the Phantom Thieves send out their calling cards the day before their heists. Considering his actions up until now, I highly suspect he'll attempt to directly intervene in some way that day. My money's on him trying it with Joker.
Good point. In that case, I'll leave the calling card in your hands, Joker.
We could just set up an ambush and destroy him once he steps in our trap, too.
No way are we doing that!
Our goal in coming here is to return reality to its original state, not to beat up Dr. Maruki.
It was merely a joke. After all, we're all well aware that Maruki's influence on reality goes well beyond this palace. If we make the wrong move in here, we could get eliminated outside the palace, since we lack our personas there. It'd be a safer strategy to change Maruki's heart, just as you all wish.
We're finally changing his heart. If we steal Dr. Maruki's treasure, everything will go back to the way it was, right?
I don't know for sure, but most likely.
Are you okay with that? You're not having second thoughts, are you?
Yeah, of course.
We've all come so far. We can't just give up now.
We gotta stick to our own reality.
About the time limit. Dr. Maruki told you it was February 3rd, correct?
Yeah. He isn't like anything we faced before. We should get as strong as we can before that fight.
What would you like to do?
No, we'll look around a little bit before heading back. So, we have basically made it to our destination. We have arrived at a scientific model Eden. This is essentially Maruki's version of the Garden of Eden. A true paradise where all pain and suffering just simply doesn't exist. A place where eternal happiness can be found. Or at least Maruki's vision of happiness can be found. You see all these people just dancing around, barely clothed. For some, they would see this as a true paradise. But without free will, without having any semblance of control in one's life, without the ability to choose one's fate, is it truly a paradise? Well, we've already gone through that philosophical question before, so we won't really delve into it again here. At any rate, the staircase is unfortunately broken, but our treasure is right above us. We can somewhat see the shimmer up there. Not super well, since this tree goes up very high. But our treasure is here at the top of this staircase. And presumably, once we send the calling card, this staircase will form and we'll be able to reach the treasure. So all we have to do is basically wait for the promised day. February 3rd. Once that day comes, or perhaps the day before even, Maruki will try to contact us. At least that's what we're betting on. After all, it wouldn't surprise me if he would try to change our mind right before our promised day. Honestly, sounds just like him. So at this point, our palace exploration has come to an end. We've managed to secure our route, and all we have to do now is simply wait about a week's time before we'll be able to, well, come back here and try to steal the treasure. Our work here is done, but there is one more thing that I want to try to do. And that thing that I wanted to do was to get one more round of fusion alarms in. So the first thing that we're going to do is, once again, try to get our guns up for everyone. So we're going to start out with getting Sumire's best gun. The Sahasrara EX, which is used by itemizing Arda. Now, compared to its normal form, it has 25 additional attack and has another +1 to all of its stat boosts, giving it a +6 instead of a +5. It is technically weaker than the Yellow Girl, but again, we'll have an opportunity to customize all of these guns later, so it's not really that big of a deal. So let's start out by getting Sumire's best gun. Perfect. For our next round of sacrifices, I grabbed a Nibiros while I was trying to activate the fusion alarm. And sacrificing gives Izanagi no Okami 2 more levels. So now it gets Enduring Soul, which I don't need. Ooh, Salvation. That is very nice. A nice healing spell on Izanagi no Okami. That would actually be really nice to have. I do like Angelic Grace. It's kind of hard to really justify that when I already resist basically everything. I definitely want to keep Spellmaster and Magic Ability. Debilitate and Concentrate are also really good. Even though I do have other ways around it. Although, you know, it's kind of hard to justify. Even though Angelic Grace does seem a little bit counterintuitive, having just great evasion to everything, and even if I don't evade, I still resist basically everything, except darkness. That's still really good. I guess I can get rid of Debilitate. I've got items, I've got other party members. I think at least 2 people have Debilitate, and a third one can debilitate all foes. So yeah, we'll do that. Ooh, and his last skill is Almighty Boost. Oh, that would be so nice. So nice to increase the power of my recruits even further. Oh, that sounds so good. That sounds really good. Get out of here, I don't need Mitsuru's power here. You know, considering this is me we're talking about, I probably should have made this a lot sooner. So we are going to try to make Haru's best gun, and that is Yagrush EX. So Yagrush EX has a base attack of 360, an accuracy of 70, but has a high chance to shock. The normal form only has a medium chance and has 15 less power. Compare that to her already existing weapon that's already upgraded. It is a bit less powerful, but that can be easily fixed. So let's go ahead and make this. Damn it! It's a double whammy because not only do I not make the weapon, it also interferes with trying to raise up Raoul and makes that a lot longer. Oh boy, what is that? The 3rd Angelic Grace I've gotten? Ugh. Man, that sucks. Oh well, whatever. Much as I want to try to change a few things, you know, sometimes things happen. Go ahead and give Violet her new gun at the very least. And we are done here. We've gone ahead and secured a route to the treasure. At this point, we can go ahead and leave. Now, I do still have, you know, I could just try to grind things out now, but since we are going to need to head back into Mementos anyway, we'll go ahead and try to finish off all of the grinding that we need to do once we go back into Mementos. There are a few requests that will only show up once we've secured a route to the treasure, plus there are a few other bonus things that we need to do. So we'll focus on that once we head back into Mementos, and we'll focus on getting the Day of Fates. We'll focus on getting everyone else's guns and raising up Raoul once we go back into Mementos. For now, let's return to the real world.
Okay.
Oh.
Where have you been? Been searching all along, confessing twilight on and on, without a clue, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter at Ghost Masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter. What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask, revealing dawn.
I mean, I'd say so. I know the type of person Dr. Maruki is, and if he says he's gonna do something, he's gonna do it.
Moments of calm, nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me, that's where I found an empty glass, reflecting that's a truth. It's telling words not to be told. I need that mask. I'm a sharpshooter at Ghost Masquerade, hiding both face and mind, all free for you to draw. I'm a sharpshooter, chained down to my core. Please don't take off my mask, my place to hide.
Yep.
I can't tell
Alright. Well,
how to send me
all we have to do is just wait for Maruki to show up. If he
yesterday.
doesn't, well then, we'll just have to head into the palace anyway.
Hey,
So first off, go ahead and request a massage from Kawakami. And, well, where does that leave us for tonight? Well, there isn't really a whole lot left for us to do at this point in time. We've already gotten everything that we really can get done with. The only other thing that we really can do is just, once again, going to the jazz club. Actually, no, there is something we can do. We've been getting a lot of guns recently. Let's head on over to Iwai's shop. Not to mention, we also have a ton of stuff we can sell.
Yo,
So, we've got 348,000 yen just in items.
but you should be grateful.
Okay, so that gets us to a pretty good point. I guess we can sell a few
You should be
weapons
grateful.
as well. Anything that's below 200 power and isn't a... Or I guess
I guess that's fine.
100 as well.
You should be grateful.
I guess it depends.
I guess that's fine.
I definitely don't need the victory beam, though that plus 10 to luck
be
is actually
grateful.
pretty interesting.
I guess that's fine.
We've also got quite a bit
You
of,
should be grateful.
you know, armors that we could probably get rid of.
I guess that's fine.
You
should be grateful.
Let's see. Yeah, I could definitely get rid of the
that's
weird
fine.
wrap. Gambler shirt I can get rid of. The immovable vest I can get rid of. And that pretty much does it, I guess. Alright, so let's customize our guns. Okay, so Nataraja EX had a higher accuracy.
Guns are prone to misfire if it gets too humid.
So we can get the long barrel and increase the accuracy up to 92.
The air's dry, so be careful.
We could lower its power even further for it to basically always hit. Or we can bump up the power of it to 444. Or bump it up even further to 518. Or just make it 666 because it's symbolic. I mean, I do like having a good degree of accuracy. Honestly, increasing the power, the fact that it's a power jump of over 70, I actually kind of like that. Let's go ahead and do that instead. Let's see, so I haven't gotten... Let's see, so next would be on for Gungnir. So that one was just an increase to accuracy. That increases to 95.
You must be scheming to do something.
Brian, the accuracy is actually pretty good considering it starts at 90. So, you know...
That's what you're choosing? Sure thing.
More power! Just make things even more powerful. Alright, so next would be Makoto. So, Judge's End compared to Unlimited. That is quite the accuracy drop. Okay. So yeah, before I actually gave it a significant accuracy boost. Why Unlimited is quite a bit lower in power. Its base power is 335.
Oh, that's a very serious expression. Take your time and look around.
Honestly, at least a little higher accuracy wouldn't be a bad thing. Decreasing accuracy by that much, I think maybe pushing it. We could just say screw accuracy. Yeah, we'll go with just a little bit of an accuracy boost. And all that's left would be Sumire. Okay, so Yellow Girl was just an increase into power, which that I'm honestly perfectly fine with.
You must be scheming to do something.
Going up to 414.
That's what you're choosing? Sure thing.
Alright. So that is quite a bit done. With all of our guns. Okay, so where does that leave us with other things to do? Sakai's not available. Don't think I see anyone that we recognize here. So I guess that, again, that just leaves going to Jazz Club.
I see.
So tonight is the Magic Fizz, so increases speed, luck, and magic.
What do you want to do?
Again, I don't have anything else to do tonight. So speed, luck, and magic. Well, you know me. Not really anyone else that I could really use, so sure. We'll bring Haru along.
Hey, thanks for coming in.
This drink.
Well, you went to Hawaii for the class trip, so it's the first step.
Over already? That was so much fun.
And so she
All right.
gets 2 magic, 1 agility, and 1 luck. I'm actually surprised that luck is her lowest stat, considering one-shot kill is supposed to have high accuracy, or not high accuracy, high chance to crit. Very interesting.
Thank you. Goodbye.
And the day moves on to Sunday. Oh. All this trouble just over some idol?
Okay, let's go.
I really do wish that so many of these other quests were spread out throughout the course of the game. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, but having each individual Phantom Thief have their own quests that they are a part of would have been really nice to have seen. And, like, we are steadily getting through that, but they're all just crammed either at the very beginning or very end. And I just wish that, one, everyone gets one, which I don't think they do. I think it's only a few people have their own dedicated quests that they're part of. But also, like, spread out over the course of the game. Like, that would have been really nice. Instead, again, they're all just crammed. Oh, whatever. We have the shopping network, and first we have the energetic set. With Salvation S's, Stronger Lift S's, Harder Core S's, and AccuSpeed S's. Or, we have the Delicious Revival set. Some Royal Jelly R's and some Melon Pawns.
Hey!
Okay, well, I think the Revival set would be pretty good. Having some just revival items sounds to be pretty, you know, pretty advantageous. Plus I've got the money to burn. Keep getting more and more money. Okay. So that's that taken care of. So where we want to go is to try to find the name of this person. And apparently this guy hangs out in Akihabara.
Hey!
Right, we need a name if we're going to get anything. So let's try to... Maybe we could eavesdrop on some conversations. Some people are just weird. Okay. Well, there's these two. Maybe. Today's autograph? Wait, couldn't we just enter his name into the nav? Well, I mean, he is right here. Oh. Okay. You buy that many CDs from that idol? Is your family against your habits? Do you ever talk to your kid? Yikes. I mean, there's having a hobby, and there's just a full-blown obsession. When you're at the point where you're spending basically all your money on one thing, and completely ignoring the people around you, yeah, I think you got a problem. Okay, well, it is Sunday. Gonna head on over to the church.
Welcome.
And we can get some more items, potentially help out. Not that we really need them, but hey, it's better to have too many items than not enough items. At this point, again, there's really not a whole lot for us to do. We've already done everything with everyone. There is going to the... We could always go to the temple here if we really wanted to. Right. All of these are closed and Sakai's not here! Well, I'm just wondering what all I can do. Do I try baseball again? I think I might actually try baseball again. Pretty sure we've already seen all the movies that are available. I don't think there's anything. Ooh, it's Sweet Potato Guy!
Hello.
Not really a whole lot. Always nice to see Sweet Potato Guy.
Wow.
Oh, there is a new movie. March of the Lambs! Okay. When I first saw the title, I thought it was going to be a spoof of March of the Penguins. Not Silence of the Lambs.
Well,
Oh, hell yeah, we're seeing this. Screw baseball, we're seeing a movie.
Who did it? Who sheared the wool off my sheep?
Take a look at Bovine Bob. He's the perpetrator. I trust you have his information in your files. You're running out of time. Bovine Bob is looking for his next victim.
This is so dumb. But hey, we got some more useless proficiency. And we got to see a Silence of the Lambs spoof. So overall, I'd call that a successful day. Okay. That just leaves what do we do today? I mean, I suppose we could always try to find more movies. Oh, it's snowing, so yeah, and it was snowing earlier, so I probably wouldn't have been able to get anything with Chihaya. Though there is someone we know.
Searching all along, facing twilight morning, without a sign, without grasping it. The real question to be asked: where have I been? I'm a shapeshifter. Apples masquerade.
Oh, poor Kawakami. Doesn't seem like there's anything else. It'd be weird if there was just a second person that we knew here. Well, we could try to find another movie, or we can do the Spellmaster Punch. Oh boy! Spellmaster.
what do you want to do?
Ooh, I definitely want to invite someone. The question is, who do I want to give Spellmaster to? Well, it would be nice. I'm actually wondering who I could potentially give it to that I wouldn't mind giving something else up from. I mean, maybe? The problem with using Akechi, though, is that it's... Spellmaster would be for Megadoylon and Aegeon. Actually trying to
What do you
remember,
wanna do?
Spellmaster was just decrease the SP... No, yeah, it should be decrease the SP cost. I'm gonna double check, though. Okay, so yes, it is simply having the SP cost of all spells. Oh, hold on.
What do you want to
Hold on, before I make a decision. Having the cost of Life Wall would be really nice. I don't think there's really much anything else. Like, really anyone could use it. Actually, ooh. You know? That wouldn't be bad. There's Atomic Flare, which uses up a ton of SP, and also Checkmate, which is a debilitate on all foes that also uses up a lot of SP. And I don't really need Makajama anymore. Makajama is great when I need to take care of the Powerful Shadows. Ooh. The only potential problem with getting rid of it for Makoto would be if I wanted to do more stuff for, like, the Velvet Room fights. Like, between Minato and you. I'm not entirely sure Makajama would work on either of them, though. That's the only problem. Anything else? I guess there's Blazing Hell and getting rid of Lullaby. But Lullaby has its own sort of benefits. Ryuji, he doesn't really use much SP anyway. Samiri would be kind of pointless. And yeah, the problem with trying to get rid of anything for Haru would be, what do I want to get rid of? Maybe Heat Riser, but I kind of like having Heat Riser on her. I like everything else, too. So, you know what? Yeah, we'll bring Makoto along. We'll give Makoto Spellmaster.
Hey, thanks for coming in.
Not bad at all. This drink.
I just don't think they want to learn. Sometimes people just want to be better without actually putting in the effort. Sad, but some people are just lazy.
I feel a little more mature.
Alright, so now Spellmaster. This will definitely help out Makoto, since Atomic Flare has a lot of SP, and Checkmate especially has a lot of SP. Actually not entirely sure well, I could maybe see a use for that, though. As opposed to... It's kind of too late to really go back now, because I'm trying to think, wait, what are sort of the fights that I'm going to need? And it's like, I don't think I really have too many that would be super helpful. But whatever, I've made my decision, we're getting rid of Makojama.
Thank you. All right, then.
Besides, I have a ton of SP recovery items, so it's not the biggest deal.
Morning!
Morning, Ryuji.
By the way...
I'll think about it. It's spilled milk. Will do. Oh. that definitely sounds like a problem, but do we have his actual name? His streamer tag isn't gonna do us any good. Alright, and this is our second request. Now, I know we've been going on for quite long enough. Oh shoot. I just realized something bad. Oh, Chihaya is available, thank goodness!
It's getting colder out.
I thought she wouldn't be available because it was snowing. This is perfect. Let's get the Celestial reading because we're gonna be doing this, and we're gonna, once we're done getting the information, we're gonna head on into Mementos. So thank goodness Chihaya is available.
What do you think?
Because that will allow me to get done with this significantly easier. Okay, but before we end things off, let's go ahead and try to at least get a name for this request. So we need to find out the actual name of this AI mask. So all we can do is just kind of listen around, see if we can't try to find some information. Well, that didn't take long.
Hey!
Okay, well, I guess we can try to find where these quote-unquote haters are. They're somewhere here in Harmony Alley. Oh! These guys look promising.
Oh!
Oh. Learned a few things. For one, his screen name is an anagram. And his last name is Amasaki. That would just leave Ozzy. Izuo. Alright, so now we have a name. And with that, we have the final 2 requests at our disposal. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and call it a day here. We've been going on for quite long enough, but next time on Let's Play Persona 5 Royal. With our 2 requests in hand, all we have left to do is to gather at the hideout and confront these last 2 people in Mementos. Afterwards, there's still a little bit that still needs to get done with regards to what is available in Mementos. What exactly that entails, you will just have to wait to find out. But, oh boy, am I not really looking forward to it? One of them, there's basically 2 things. One of which, I'm not that concerned about. The other, I am very concerned about. And I'm not talking about the quests. We'll see in due time. So until then, everyone, take care.